Okay, welcome to the December 9th Ward meeting. Thanks everyone for coming. I really appreciate everyone making it out here on a Wednesday evening during the holiday season. And so we will start things off. I'll pass things over to our representative from Evanston Police Department. Um, Nate, you want to present? I can pull up the 9th Ward.
Yeah, it's up to you if you want to share the screen, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So, Officer Basner, you can start us off.
okay. I'm Officer Basner. I've been with the just kind of little bit of an introduction for those of you who've been to your 9th Ward. I am new to the ward. I am also accompanied by Officer Brooks when he is here. He's not here this evening, but he's my partner, and I work wards 2, 9, and 8. So you'll see me at your ward meetings from the foreseeable future for the next few years. If you have questions about my background, I've been with it. Just a real quick intro is that I've been with the department for about 17 years, and I'm new to the community policing unit. So I'm here to engage, give you a little bit of a report, and then if you guys have questions, I'm willing to answer those. So, Mr. Harris, did you want me to share my screen or just give a verbal report?
Yeah, I think that'd be great if you could share your screen.
Okay. All right. Here we go. So, where's that now? Let's see. Guess I'll just share the entire screen for now. And I will bring up, can you guys see this? Did I do that right?
Not yet. I don't have it on my side. Here, I will.
Yeah, let's do this. How about that?
There you go.
Okay. This report comes from our crime analyst, Marion Ring. She gives us all our crime stats for the ward, so she goes through based on reports and what we have. So some of the major incidents we have here, there's only 9 reported crimes for the ward during this period, and it's for the month from November 15th to December 15th. You got 1 burglary to motor vehicle, 1 burglary to residence, 1 or 3 motor vehicle thefts, a couple regular thefts, catalytic converter theft, a package theft, for a total of 9 crimes within the 9th Ward during this period. All these incidents are basically burglary and theft related. 4 residential incidents were reported over the last month. So you have a residential burglary in the 800 block of Elmwood. Somebody entered through an unsecured window where jewelry was taken. Package theft, which is an ongoing thing throughout the city. And recently, as of today, one of our officers in a different ward arrested a suspect on a package theft incident. So that's some positive news there. And then on 2 separate occasions, you have thefts of signs from front yards near the area of Oakton and Custer. And then going on to the last slide here, we have 5 vehicle-related incidents over the last month. 2 cars were stolen. Another was attempted to be stolen. And the attempt theft was Kia, where they tried to peel the steering column, probably try to steal the vehicle that way. Looks like a vehicle burglary. 1 was unsecured and entered, and medication was left in the vehicle, and that was taken. And then you have a catalytic converter theft, which is a common theft that we do have. So that's pretty much all I have for that presentation for statistics. If you're looking for more or daily crime reports, you can go to the City of Evanston's website and search in the search bar crime reports, and you can actually get emails of all the monthly reports and who's been arrested in the last month and that sort of thing. So there is that. Any other questions for me?
I had one comment I just wanted to point out to people. I posted a link in the chat. There's a new Evanston Police Department app that just recently was rolled out, and I think the thought was, when we heard from Chief Stewart, was that would be a way for the police department to send out alerts to folks when things are happening, and also informational, information for them. I think I've had it on my phone, and I've gotten a couple alerts. Nothing, they're not really incident reports yet, but it's just good to have if you want to know what's going on. But I recommend people downloading that. Dolores, you have your hand raised. Do you have a question? Oh, so thumbs up.
Miss it.
Excellent. I think you might have an easy check-in this month. So
sounds good. If anybody has questions, feel free to reach out to the unit. I can put the phone number and my email in the chat. And then if anybody has any questions or comments, feel free to reach me there.
Great. Really appreciate it. Thanks, and say hi to Officer Brooks for us.
Sure, no problem.
All right. Next up, we have our team from Parks and Rec. Who wants to? You folks have any materials you need?
I do. Go ahead, Rachel. I do. I'm gonna try and share it.
So while they're bringing up the information, end of the year is always budget season, and I think this year was particularly, I think actually went better, but was particularly tough to get things to a place where everyone was comfortable. One of the things that we are coming to grips with as a city is the rising cost of providing some of the core services. One of them is our water delivery, and there's a federal mandate for us to replace lead service lines, and that is adding cost to everyone's bill. One thing that Evanston does that most communities do not do is offer a reduced water rate, and also based on feedback from residents. I wanted to have our Parks and Rec folks share information about Access Evanston, which is an excellent program for eligible residents that I think will help cut costs for them and ease the burden of staying in the neighborhood. So I will hand it over to the team, and they can explain further.
Yeah, so Access Evanston is based on kind of the eligibility. It's based on income. So some of the criteria is you have to reside in Evanston. You must be at least 65 or older. And you also need to, or you can be under the age of 65 with a disability. Some of the income limits is it's $35,000 or less for a one person household, or 60 or less for a household of two. Within that Access Evanston, there's a lot of different benefits that the city provides. Subsidized transportation, discount on city sticker, which is called the wheel tax. Also gives you discounts on recreational programming, the reduced water and sewer rate, as well as yard waste stickers. So let's see.
Is it sharing at all?
No.
I see the Google workspace.
You just
on my
see the
side.
Google. Okay.
Um,
One more thing. Sorry.
and easy to kind of apply. You can go to any of the community centers between the hours of 8:30 and 4:30. You don't have to have an appointment. You just need to bring your ID or driver's license, something with your residency listed. That can also be your driver's license or and a utility bill, as well as your tax return, last year's tax return. If you don't file taxes, because some seniors don't, we just need your Social Security award letter to provide that. and we can get you signed up for the program. It's a really easy process to do. And I really suggest a lot of seniors to do it, especially if you're a homeowner or even a renter. Qualifying for that lower water and sewer rate is a huge benefit to that to income. But again, you can apply at any of the community centers with the information I listed. Also, this is all under the on the city's website as well, cityofelvanston.org, and it's under senior services and it's under Access Evanston. So all of the highlights of that are listed. Rachel, okay.
Sorry. So it is not, I don't know why. I don't usually use Google to share. So maybe I just don't know what I'm doing. But it is not, it's pulling up the entire screen, but it's not pulling up what I'm looking for it to pull up.
I just pasted the link to the Access Evanston page for folks. They can grab it off of the chat.
Let's see.
Great.
Sorry.
But definitely with the water and sewer rate, you can do that at any time. Again, it's based on it's income qualified, but people are able to get reductions on their sewer and water rate based on, even if you own or lease, even if you are in a lease, you just to bring your rental contract in, and we can get you signed up. And people will be able to get an annual payment as well as a reduced fare on your sewer and water. So
That's great. That was a question that I think popped up amongst some of my colleagues on council, is whether or not renters were aware that they could qualify for the reduced water rate. I think there's a misconception that you have to be a homeowner. So that's great that you're sharing that.
Okay, so it won't share it in a view that makes any sense. Like it won't condense it to, let's try this. Yeah. And I think it's just because I don't know how to use Google Meets. But
sorry.
No, it's my so this is a little slide that we had put together for the Access Evanston program, and it just kind of goes over some of the things that Amy listed. So what is Access Evanston? It started in 2011 as the Evanston Benefit Card. It is income sensitive. It streamlines senior services. It is a short in-person application, and the application process is good, or the application itself is good for 2 years. It offers the subsidized transportation program. It includes which includes either taxi cab vouchers or a Brinks card, which is a reloadable debit card, where we'll get into exactly how it works in another slide, but basically the city matches the funds that you load onto the card. And then the wheel tax discount, or vehicle sticker discount, recreation fee assistance, water and sewer rate rebates, and then yard waste stickers and the handyman program. The handyman program is currently on hold while we try and replace our handyman. This is the income chart. So this income chart is possibly changing, but basically right now we are going to be moving towards a sliding scale. And so that would mean that one person would potentially qualify for, who makes under 23,000 would potentially qualify for 75% off of fee assistance for programming. And then a person making 36, 148 would get half off, and then 25% for 45,000 or below. And then again, the benefits are the subsidized handyman program, or subsidized transportation, the handyman program, the reduced water and sewer rate, the reduction in wheel tax, reduced cost on yard waste stickers or the bin, and then the fee assistance, including the Levy membership. For the subsidized transportation, you can choose between either the taxi cab coupons or the reloadable Brinks debit card. And with the reloadable Brinks debit card or with the taxi cab coupons, you can purchase a one-way ride for $5. It is designed for residents who travel within Evanston. And there's $1 for each additional rider. And then there's 2 different categories that you can fall into with the amount of coupons you can purchase. So $17.5 a year or below, and you can purchase up to 25 coupons a month. And then $17.501 to $35, you can do 15 coupons a month. And then for the Brinks card, the city matches your deposit up to the allotted amount, which again is broken down into those same 2 amounts. So for example, if you loaded $10 on your card, the city would match your 10 with 10. So you would have 20 to spend on any ground transportation. So that means you can use it on Ubers, you can use it on an Amtrak ticket, you can use it on Greyhound ticket, you can use it on any ground transportation. The handyman program, a qualifying older adult would get $250 a year towards minor home repairs. So minor plumbing, replacing doorknobs and locks, and then weatherization, plastic and air conditioner, plastic, and then air conditioner installation and removal. CO2 detectors and smoke detectors and grab bars are free of charge with that program. And then reduced water and sewer rate if you rent, you show a lease and the number of dependents listed on the lease or the tax documents, and then you will receive a refund of $71.40 for each member listed. Homeowners who have the bill in their name will receive a credit on their water bill. And then the reduced sewer or the wheel tax, qualifying older adults receive half off of their wheel tax. And then yard waste stickers or bins can be purchased at a reduced rate. And then program fee assistance, so half off all programs, including the Levy membership. And I think that's the end.
Excellent. That's great information for everyone. I will, hopefully if you can email me that, I will try to post that on social media, and
I have that in a flyer. I can email you both. Yeah.
that'd be great. And I think I'll see if we can have that a link posted as well on the YouTube site when people watch the meeting. So this has been really helpful. I'll add one quick thing, something that's in the works. So I have a referral that's coming through. I'm not sure which committee it's going to go through, but I think probably Human Services, but a bit of an expansion potentially of the Access Evanston program. City of Chicago offers permit-free waivers for qualifying seniors. I think it's, there's, we'll have an open discussion about, potential revenue impacts of that, but I think it'd be a nice way. I know as people are in retirement and on fixed income, it's hard to make repairs at your home, and, even like, and the possibility of not having to pay a permit fee would help in like making, required or, needed home repairs. So that's something we're going to be digging into in the new year. And hopefully that'll be something we can add to our, programs to save some folks money. So just thought I'd add that. Are there any questions out there? All right. So Dolores, are you able to unmute yourself? Do you have a question? And if you're unable, you can also type a message, and I can address it. Oh, just thumbs up. Great. And Michael, good to see you, Michael. You had a question? Raise hand. See if I can unmute here.
There I am. Are you
Oh, there you
available?
go. Yes.
Thanks, Juan.
We can hear you. Thanks,
Hi,
Michael.
thank you. Good evening to you and everyone. Did I miss this meeting, or in a previous meeting, I thought were mentioning some comments or on the Hartray and Pittner area?
Oh, I have a little bit of an update, but we haven't gotten to that yet.
Okay.
Yeah, so we can, but yeah, I will touch upon that. I have a kind of year-end recap, or things that happened lately that I will share with everyone. So
Great. Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. All right, I think our portion talking about Access Evanston is wrapped up. Thank you for coming, Amy and Rachel. It's been great to have you here.
I do. Why I have you guys? I do want to plug
Sure.
January 5th, January 2nd through the 5th, we are doing an open house at Levy Center. It's kind of our free fitness week. So all the fitness classes are free. If you wanted to, there are hybrid options. You can call the front desk if you want to do a hybrid option. But most of them are in person. We're doing different giveaways and things like that during that week as well. So we hope to see everybody at the Levy Center and come and see the different fitness classes that we offer.
Awesome. Great. That is useful information to have. We will see here. I have bring up my notes. If I can find my notes here. If folks can bear with me. Let's see. I have to pull this up somewhere else. Let's see. There we go. Much better. All right. Let's see if I can do my script. Well, just a few notes. Things I wanted to share here. While I have everyone, kind of some recaps. Budget wise, city budget was finalized on December 11th. I'm glad to report that this was accomplished without needing to increase the property tax levy. And I think I'd like to thank our staff for all the work it took to get us to that point. Our city budget for next year included a $12 million increase in salaries. That was, a lot of deserved salary increases for our staff. We had renegotiated 3 labor contracts, and so the fact that we were able to absorb that big of an increase without raising taxes is really an accomplishment. And another note is just that we used $1.5 million from the Good Neighbor Agreement from Northwestern to bridge part of that shortfall. We're still at a deficit going forward, but for the time being, we have work to do for next year. But I was glad that the way it wrapped up. Some important job hiring things are going on in the city. This new year, we're going to begin a search for 2 deputy city managers. Longtime city employee Dave Stonebeck, who was our deputy city manager, recently retired, and we're going to be conducting a nationwide job search to look for 2 individuals to be deputy city managers. It's really an opportunity to take our organization to the next level now that we have stable leadership with City Manager Stowe. And so that'll be 2 important hires going forward. The Transportation and Mobility Coordinator job posting recently closed. There's a large number of resumes that we received for that position. It's been open for, I think, over a year and a half. There's a lot of, planning and important decisions we need to make around our traffic and pedestrian and cycling safety. And so it's exciting that we're close to hiring someone for that position. An update on the Oakton Corridor project. We ran into some delays related to weather, and for now, work is paused until spring. We had also sourcing delays for a lot of the traffic signals and crosswalk lights. Staff has been good about putting back the old signage and the street markers, but things like the stamped crosswalk work will have to wait until the spring until we get some better weather. I'm spoken with Councilmember Newsma and Councilmember Harris, and we're going to, in the new year, have a joint meeting to discuss pedestrian safety in areas bordering our wards, mainly the Asbury, and then also the area around Crown. Hopefully we'll have the traffic and mobility coordinator available by then to help us lead that conversation and work on identifying and prioritizing our opportunities for improvement along those lines. We also, exciting news, Evanston was one of 4 cities in the country chosen to participate in the Putting Assets to Work incubator. This is a federal program, and it's a really exciting opportunity for us to go through this exercise. Staff did a really great job with the application, and there's only 4 cities chosen, so the fact that we were able to participate is really great. The program is going to help us look at all our government-owned properties and assets and help us identify best uses and also look for opportunities to potentially monetize assets to create new revenue sources. Personally, I think our best path forward financially is to find new revenue sources rather than raising fees or raising taxes. We should be getting a report by March, and I will be sharing that with residents as soon as I can. I will also put a link to a page that explains that program, so folks who are interested can go check it out. Some Hartree-Pittner news. For some folks probably know the property at 2221 Keeney. The city has officially taken over ownership of that problem property. For folks that don't know, it's been a kind of derelict property that hasn't been paying their taxes. And a few years ago, there were squatters working out of that building, and it was they were burning pallets, and it was a real blight on the neighborhood. I will share some photos as there's been some preliminary cleanup work done on the site to get a lot of the garbage and just old equipment and junk out of there. And the health department has also started to do some abatement on any potential rodent problem. And I will share my screen here. Let's see. Okay. So can folks see that all right? So here are pictures from the fall of, You can see pallets. I don't even like there were plastic bins that were just 1 second here. Someone's joining the call. There are old tires. It's pretty much a mess. I'm like some old engines, tree stumps. And then here are photos of this last weekend. Again, want to thank city staff, interim corporation counsel, Alex Ruggie, for doing a lot of the legal work to help us get this property, and Paul Zamazak, our economic development guy. He arranged the cleanup of the site, and City Manager Stowe for being supportive and getting that prioritized and completed by staff. So that's that. So hopefully this will be one of the assets that we'll be getting feedback from during this program, putting our assets to work. It's a strange building site because there's not really access to it. It's, if you look on the map, it's a little bit landlocked, but I'm pleased that we were able to at least clean up and get any potential health hazards out of there. So at this point, if people have questions, I will stop the recording and I will hang out for a while and answer any questions that folks have. That sound good? All right, so I will stop the recording.